I'm Tami Monsod, and I'd like to welcome you to a Chronicle of the Battle of Ichinotani. This was originally a Japanese kabuki play staged in 1752. We have rewritten and reworked it in order to make it easier for us to perform. To do the play authentically would have taken us years of training, as kabuki is centuries old and very, very refined. However, we do express our admiration by adapting some of its conventions. So to maximize our enjoyment of the show, please allow me to introduce some of these conventions. May I call in the onstage percussionist and one of our narrators to help me out. That's Nicanor, Kit, Matt, and Sean. Onstage musicians underscore and highlight certain moments. Narrators comment on the story and sometimes deliver lines of other characters. A note about medieval Japan: when a samurai engaged another samurai in battle, he announced his name and his province as such.
I, Kumagai Diro Naozane of Musashi Province, challenge you!
They duel, and whoever loses kneels to have his head honorably decapitated. The head is then put in a box, like this one, and brought to the victor's commander for inspection. This is one common scene in kabuki war plays. May I also call in, thank you, may I also call in one of our actors, Nicolo Jose, to do a demonstration of one convention called the Mie. The Mie is a highly theatrical pose which is usually accompanied by the striking of wooden clappers. The actor tenses his muscles and heightens his emotion. There are many different kinds of Mias which we have devised ourselves. Some Mias use props, such as the use of the fan. Thank you, Nico. And other Mias may use the sword. Thank you again. Violence on stage is not the kind you see in Jet Li movies. It is very simple and very ritualized, more like a dance. Also, you will see ensemble members come in and out to die several times. Death can sometimes be conveyed by the use of a black cloth which covers the head. Which leads us to another kind of convention, the use of on-stage assistants called kurugos. Would Anton and Paolo please join us? Kurugo literally means black costume. In Japanese theater, being covered in plain black without ornament means invisibility on stage. Paula and Anton, put on your mask. This is how they're going to look later on. Kurugos help with props and costumes and can come on stage absolutely anytime. So although you can see them, they are supposed to be ignored completely. They'll come on stage, help an actor with his prop or his costume, but they are, for all intents and purposes, invisible. Handling props can also mean performing special effects. For example, the kurugo carries flying weapons that have been thrown by one warrior towards a victim. So to give an example, may we call Justin in? Justin? Now in this little excerpt, Justin will throw the spear, and the kurugos will help in the process of killing and dying. Narrator, please give the cue.
The Tyro warrior hurls his spear! Ah!
That means he's dead. Thank you, performers, and I'll see you in a few minutes. One more convention I'd like to cover is the use of child actors. We will use them briefly tonight. They will be playing adult characters who are seen as tiny figures in the distance. Last note, although our play adapts Japanese conventions, our cast is international. Our performers are from Korea, Japan, Australia, the Philippines, the United States, Canada, China, Indonesia, Ireland, India, and Malta. Therefore, you will see a few blonde and brunette samurais. But everyone in the cast will be doing their utmost to bring out the medieval Japanese spirit. Enjoy the show, and please rise for the Philippine National Anthem.
naka no hana. It has been said by the wise, the sakura, or cherry blossom, is a flower among flowers.
The samurai is the man among men.
No sooner does the sakura bloom to its full beauty than its blossoms begin to fall.
Such is the life and spirit of the samurai. A moment of glory can vanish in a gust of wind, but that brief moment may still bless mankind.
Giri or duty?
The samurai's giri, or duty to his lord, extends beyond the battlefields to embrace his whole existence.
And just as the samurai denies himself to serve his master, the samurai wife denies herself to serve her husband and her home.
Duty to oneself.
Benevolence to others.
Such is the code of the warrior.
Such is Bushido. And we are honored to share with you a tale of duty.
A tale of loyalty. A tale of Bushido.
And we begin our tale with 2 acts of mercy.
The year 1156. Kyoto, Japan is racked by civil war between 2 samurai clans. The Thea and the Minamoto. The battle is won when the Taira leader defeats the Minamoto leader, Yoshitomo. His youngest sons are spared with their mother by an unknown Taira warrior. This is the first act of mercy which has dire consequences upon our tale. This unknown warrior fled and disappeared mysteriously. While the Taira reigned for decades over Japan, the 2 boys are raised to manhood. The elder brother later becomes Minamoto Supreme Commander, and his younger brother grows up to become his right-hand man, the famous general Yoshitsune.
The year 1168. It is the height of the Taira domination. In the palace of the emperor, a forbidden love has developed between a Taira lady-in-waiting, Sagami, and a Minamoto enemy warrior, Satake. It is forbidden for a lady-in-waiting at the palace to take a lover, least of all with a member of the enemy clan. Sagami is with child. She is in danger of being found out and executed. And now we come to our second act of mercy. For her mistress, the beautiful Lady Fuji, herself pregnant by the emperor, takes pity on Sagami. She arranges for them to escape beneath the shadows of a spring evening. Sagami and Satake, who are highly indebted to Lady Fuji, bid each other a tearful goodbye. The 2 women who will raise their sons as enemies, but they expect never to see each other again.
Remember these 2 acts of mercy, for destiny is strange.
The year 1184, it is springtime, the season of the blossoming sakura.
The famous General Yoshitsune has risen to the apex of his powers. He confers with his loyal priest.
Benkei.
Yes, my lord.
At the end of every spring, the ground is covered with a blanket of blossoms. This reminds me that for every blossom that has fallen, a samurai has in turn given up his soul.
We sacrifice to honor our masters, my lord.
And thus the question, is it possible for one sacrifice to honor one master and dishonor another?
Benkei answers carefully.
Only if one has 2 masters.
Yes, Benkei. Or 2 debts.
The retainer waits patiently to understand.
My brother has sent us word. We are to order our head warrior Kumagai to launch a surprise attack on the Taira forces tomorrow evening at Ichinotani. To demoralize them further, Kumagai must take the head of the young Taira prince Atsumori.
Yes, my lord. Atsumori, son of the Taira minister Tsunemori.
No, Benkei. Atsumori, son of the emperor. He was only raised by the minister. In truth, he is of the emperor's blood.
The retainer understands.
The two masters you speak of, my lord, one is your brother Yoritomo, and second is the emperor himself.
There is another reason I cannot allow Kumagai and his wife to escape from the palace. You see, many years ago, Atsumori's mother, Fuji, allowed Kumagai and his wife to flee. One's life is a powerful debt. He would never kill her son. It is a delicate matter. My brother desires the head of Atsumori, yet it cannot be Atsumori.
And Benkei asks the delicate question.
Who will make the sacrifice, my lord?
The sacrifice will come from Kumagai himself. Let him know.
Yes, my lord.
Benkei, this must be highly indirect. We cannot give Kumagai an order in obvious contradiction to my brother's will. It would be treason. And yet somehow Kumagai must understand. I leave it to your discretion.
He will know by morning, my lord.
One blossom for another.
After taking leave of General Yoshitsune, the faithful retainer Benkei leaves immediately for the Minamoto camp facing Suma Bay. There, the unsurpassed warrior Kumagai Jiro Naozane has established his host of men. It is the second morning of the second month of the third year of Jue. The morning dew has settled on the extraordinarily beautiful sakura tree that stands outside the camp. Peasants are playing their morning game of bakuchi. Suddenly, Benkei arrives.
Who is that?
That is Benkei, retainer of the Supreme Commander Yoshitsune.
This tree is under the protection of General Yoshitsune. All must read and obey. Here stands a rare double-flowering cherry tree from the south. Whoever cuts off the branch, his punishment shall be to cut off a finger.
Sugoi, what an expensive plant.
It means each branch and blossom is priceless.
No way shall I let my children play around that tree. Let us warn them.
But wait, don't you see? There must be a deeper meaning.
Wait, what could it be?
I got it! The sakura tree stands for
The way of the warrior,
the impermanence of life,
the fragility of peace.
the balance of karma.
Simpletons! It means peasants like us don't deserve cherries. Oh. What's the matter with you all? Deeper meanings. Let's go while we still have 10 fingers.
As the peasants move on to their daily tasks and forget the cryptic message beneath the sakura tree, warriors of the Minamoto camp plan their attack on the Taira stronghold. At the head of this council is the incomparable Kumagai Jiro Naozane. He is flanked on his right by Gunji, his faithful retainer, and on his left by the ambitious Lord Hirayama. They are joined at the last minute by Kumagai's 16-year-old son, Kojiro.
You summoned me, Father. You are late. Forgive me, Father. I ran all the way from the hills.
And what were you doing there? Playing with your flute again?
Kojiro is secretly stung by Lord Hirayama's reference to his attempts at music. But with encouragement from Gunji, he responds humbly.
Forgive me.
We have little time to spare. General Yoshitsune has commanded us to make a bold move. We are to attack the Taira camp on Suma Bay and take the head of their rear guard commander, young Lord Atsumori. We will form part of the vanguard. Lord Hirayama, Gunji, myself, and Kojiro.
Kojiro is overcome. This is an honor he did not expect.
Father, we?
Excuse me. Kojiro as well? In his first battle, in the vanguard position, late always as he is!
Do you doubt my battle plans, Lord Hirayama?
Of course not.
Nevertheless, as it is his first battle, he will be at my side.
If I may be allowed to speak, sir. The boy may struggle with his flute, but in sparring, he is ready with the sword.
May Kojiro prove your kind words to be true, Gunji.
Kojiro feels a surge of pride, but as samurai must show neither joy nor grief, he tries to still himself.
It is my honor. I will do my best to strengthen the vanguard, and I will not be late.
Preparations will be made immediately. Lord Hirayama, Gunji.
Sir, if I may be allowed, the Lady Sagami sends her greetings and inquires as to yours and Kijiro's health.
Kumagai disapproves of this intrusion.
I will send my wife word in due time.
Very well, sir.
Kumagai takes a moment to glance at his son, who has blossomed into a warrior. He knows it will not be for long.
And did you see the cherry tree in full bloom this morning?
Yes, Father. It is double flowering. It is beautiful.
And the signboard posted beneath it?
Oh, yes, Father. It says, "Here stands a rare double flowering cherry tree from the south. Whosoever cuts off a branch, his punishment shall be to cut off a finger."
The double flowering cherry tree is rare, son. It is protected by General Yoshitsune. It represents the bloodline of our emperor. It represents the imperial person himself. To be part of the force that takes young Lord Atsumori's head is a precious opportunity. But Atsumori has precious lineage. You see, Atsumori is as part of that double flowering cherry tree as you are a part of me.
As you are a part of me. Kojiro gazes at his father, thoughts racing.
Atsumori is the son of the emperor?
Kumagai's silence answers.
Every branch is as precious as the royal hand.
Every blossom as precious as a finger.
Whosoever cuts off a branch.
The boy sees the task set before him.
It is giri. It is duty.
It is duty to give one's life to one's lord and master.
Substitution.
Migawari.
One son must substitute for the other. One son must bleed for the other. The lesser for the greater.
It is a necessary act of war.
A selfless service.
An honor.
Father, Atsumori is 16 years old. Like myself.
Kumagai braces himself, but shows no emotion.
Indeed, he is like you. When you face him tomorrow on the battlefield, it will be like gazing into a mirror.
Kojiro sees that his and Atsumori's destinies are like two branches, intertwined.
When a samurai goes into battle, he leaves his life behind. Once you have stepped into that mirror, there is no turning back. If we were to face each other on the battlefield, we would no longer be father and son.
Father, even when I am no longer your son, let me still be your right hand. Do with me what you please. It would be an honor.
Let us turn our eyes to Kyoto, where the young Taira Lord Atsumori waits for his hour of departure for Ichinotani.
His mother Fuji silently enters to hear the final passages of his song.
You play this morning with extraordinary beauty, my son. But then, this is no ordinary morning, is it?
Atsumori looks out at the rising sun.
Sun. It is a never-ending cycle. It rises, rests, and returns again. But it returns again. It is a good sign. I am ready.
Fuji helps him dress in his armor.
It is the plight and honor of every mother to bid farewell to her samurai son. Forgive me if my hands tremble.
He replies with kindness.
Your hands do not tremble at all, Mother.
Will you bring your flute with you when you go? Its voice will be sorely missed.
There are things Fuji must not say, and so she says no more. There is another who loves Atsumori. Her name is Tamaori, and it is she who now enters. But like Fuji, she must measure her words. My lord. Last night, I dreamed that winter had returned. I dreamed of a lone flower in the midst of an icy field. It struggled to bloom too early.
But still, it dared. Against the snow, the barren trees, and the silence. It dared. For in the cold, it still tasted the remnants of the summer. I understand.
Tamaori cannot bear it.
I will follow you to Ichinotani, my lord!
You will not! It is dangerous. You must wait.
Tamaori bows and leaves him to his own waiting.
In his mind, Atsumori already hears the waves of Ichinotani beat against the shore.
It is now the beginning of the 3rd month. The red banners of the Taira camp fly under the command of the young Lord Atsumori. With an ocean in front, a mountain at the rear, and a deep valley at the side, the Taira camp appears impregnable. But something moves under the light of the stars.
It is the boy Kojiro.
I am the first to reach here, and I'm not late. Before the others arrive, I must cut my way in.
As he looks through the gates of the palisades, the sound of Atsumori's flute reaches his ears.
How beautiful.
Kojiro is deeply moved.
Is it possible for a flute to be played so well? Mine never sounded like that. And from the enemy camp? How can I raise my sword against these people now?
Kojiro's spirit falters. But suddenly, from behind, the warrior Hirayama rushes forward.
What? Kojiro?
That voice! Is it you, Hirayama?
So, it isn't my young friend. Impressive. Impressive! If it were any other person, I would insist on leading the charge myself. But since this is your first battle, I grant you the honor of being the first into the enemy camp. Do not hesitate. Slash your way in!
Wait, Hirayama. Listen. That's music. Surely their elegant ways are superior to our own.
Don't let it put you off. It is a trap. Quickly, earn your fame! Or are you afraid?
Did you say I was afraid?
Are you a coward then? Will you attack? Will you?
Brought it thus, Kojiro decides!
I challenge the Taira! I am Kojiro no Oye, only son of Kumagai Jiro Nazare. I am the vanguard of the Minamoto. Come out and fight! Come out and fight!
Kojiro hurls the first battle! It is Kojiro's first battle, but his father has trained him well. After dispatching the enemy, Kojiro vigorously forces his way into the camp. As soon as he has broken in, his father, Lord Kumagai, arrives.
Lord Hirayama, where is my son Kojiro?
I warned him not to plunge into the middle of the Taira camp single-handed. I said, wait until the main force has come. But he's young. He's last to the gate!
My son? He's dead!
Like a lion whose cub is lost!
Kojiro!
He forces past the enemy! And follows his son. The ambitious Hirayama is pleased.
Just as I planned! Just as I planned! Father and son are rats in my trap! Damn Kumagai! I've watched you rise in Minamoto's favor! Let you and my enemy fight hard! May you die! Then I will make my move and rise to heights of fame!
The cries of men are heard from inside the gate. Lord Kumagai dashes out!
Lord Hirayama, my son Kojiro has been wounded and I must take him back to the battle camp. Remain and earn glory.
Hirayama waits for the emerging Taira. He cuts them off one by one!
Yes! Yes! Victory!
The Taira lose many of the flower of their youth that night. Thus defeated, they are forced to flee to the Western Sea. Led by young Atsumori, the camp is abandoned.
Unaware of this, Atsumori's beloved Princess Namaori makes her way to the Taira battle camp. She has ridden many miles, has been thrown from her horse, and is now dazed with thirst. She wanders the hills in search of her prince. Atsumori!
Suddenly, Hirayama appears again, fleeing down the trail. He glimpses the huddled figure of the princess.
My! If it isn't Princess Tomoka.
Who are you?
I am Lord Hirayama! And this is a lucky meeting. For you dazzled my eyes in the capital. What are you doing here all alone? No horse? No retinue? No man?
Stand back! I'm on my way to see Princess Umori.
Well, you're going the wrong way. Come with me. And I will take you there.
Leave me alone!
Princess Tomoka with a spear. I never knew you were such a ferocious woman. If you plan to drive that spear to my heart, do it now.
One more step and I will!
Hirayama takes the dare.
Well?
I will!
Well, I am an honorable samurai. All I ask is for your hand.
I pledge to Princess Umori unto our second lifetime together.
Hirayama resorts to a shameless lie.
Ha! Search for Atsumori as much as you want. You will never find him. For I have killed him this very day.
You killed Princess Umori?
I did.
The princess sinks beneath the weight of her grief.
So, will you have me now?
At the very suggestion, Umori's anger returns.
Enemy of my husband!
Hirayama savors the moment.
My, the softness of your hand is just what I expected.
You are loathsome to me! You are no samurai!
You are no samurai!
You are no samurai strikes him to his proud heart.
You dare insult me?
He draws his sword.
You hateful hand!
And in his rage, another blossom falls.
The moon now hovers over the land of death. The retreating Taira warriors are exhausted. The waters of Sumo Bay swell and grasp at the men as they make their way into the waiting ship in the distance.
The young Lord Atsumori remains on the beach to ensure that the last of his men reach safety. Then he mounts his horse and enters the water himself.
Suddenly, the sound of another galloping horse and running footsteps.
It is Lord Kumagai. He has returned to accomplish his mission to take the head of Atsumori. He sees the warrior in the distance and calls out to him.
Warrior of the Taira clan, come back and fight! I, Kumagai Tiro Naosane, challenge you!
Kumagai makes his way through the water. Atsumori turns to face his challenger. Their swords clash. A wave throws them from their horses. The two warriors grapple. Then another powerful wave throws them apart and carries them to shore.
The battle continues.
Atsumori lies defeated on the sand. He rises to his knees. Kumagai looks upon the face of his own son. It is as they had planned, but Kumagai is lost for words. Kojiro watches his father, waiting silently.
Who is the warrior I've bested? You have fought well. Speak out your name.
Why do you ask my name, Lord Kumagai? My father taught me the samurai give their names as they fight in battle, not as they kneel in defeat. I have lost. If you want to know my name, then take my head to your master Yoshitsune. If he does not recognize it, then show it to other Taira warriors. If they do not recognize it, then perhaps I do not deserve my name. Leave my head in the sand and think no more of me.
Said like a warrior, Kumagai masks his admiration with impatience.
Tell me your name, warrior! And I will pray for your soul in the afterlife.
You are generous, my lord, to pray for me. Know then that I am Matsumori, the son of the emperor.
To all witnesses, know that I, Kumagai Jiro Naozane, have bested Matsumori of the Taira clan. Do you have any final wishes?
Again, my lord, you are kind. I only ask that after you kill me, you deliver my head to my parents. And as for my mother, please help her in her time of need.
Kumagai's resolve falters.
You are young. I have a son about your age. His name is Kojiro. He was wounded this morning in battle, and I cannot help but think of him. Please, there is no one here. Your death will not change the outcome of this battle. Leave. Flee, quickly. Quickly!
The boy remains steadfast.
I will not run away. It would be an honor to receive death at your hands. Do what you must. I will wait.
Prepare yourself.
Will you fail, Kumagai? Why did you not strike?
I cannot imagine the grief that I will cause your mother and your father.
Are you a coward? My father taught me that when a samurai goes into battle, he leaves his life behind. There is no turning back. I have obeyed my father, and I have left my life behind. So stand, Kumagai Jiro Naozane. Finish what you came here for. Raise your sword and give me my honor!
The boy's urging Kumagai gathers his strength.
I will give you your honor. Prepare yourself. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Buddha. Merciful, all hail!
Hirayama and Gunji appear on the hill with the rest of the army.
There he is! Kumagai has slain Atsumori!
Now the faithful Gunji raises his voice.
Lord Kumagai has slain Atsumori!
Not even he is aware of what has happened.
To all witnesses, know that I, Kumagai Tiro Naozane, slain Atsumori of the Taira clan! Victory!
It has been 2 days since Kumagai's victory. News of the victory has spread throughout the land.
The Minamoto camp is quiet, for the awkward notes of Kojiro's flute are no longer heard.
The faithful retainer Gunji steps onto the veranda to look at the bay where the last battle was fought.
Suddenly, there is a cry at the gate from the sentry.
Announcing the arrival of Lady Sagami.
Gunji hurries towards the gate in surprise. Gunji.
Lady Sagami.
Lady Sagami is the wife of Lord Kumagai and the mother of Kojiro. She is tired, having traveled many miles to the camp, but she has come for reasons unexplained even to herself.
Lady Sagami, it is a surprise to see you. You must be very tired. Please, enter and rest.
Gunji, where is my husband and my son?
Lord Kumagai has gone to the Buddhist temple to pray.
And Kojiro, when may I see him?
Gunji cannot explain properly, for he does not know himself.
He is not here at the moment, and
he puts this delicately.
Should you be here, my lady?
Lord Kumagai will be angry with me. It's against the rules for me to be here. But I could not help myself. You understand, Gunji?
I understand, my lady.
Please, let him know that I am here as soon as he returns.
Suddenly, there is another cry at the gate.
You are not permitted inside!
And another voice. Open the gate, let me in!
Did you not hear the sentry? I am afraid you are not permitted inside.
I am here to speak with your commander. Wait, Gunji. A woman would not be here unless she had urgent reason. I should know. Please, let her in.
The woman enters and reveals her face. Sagami gasps in recognition.
Lady Fuji?
She bows in deep respect, for the unknown woman is Lady Fuji of the Taira clan. She is the mother of Atsumori, and 16 years ago she helped Sagami and her husband Satakejiro escape from Kyoto. But now it is she who travels in danger.
Sagami? Sagami, let me see your face. Oh, my lady. Gunji, it is Lady Fuji. I served her once as you serve me now.
Gunji bows, masking his surprise at all this new arrival, but he is both loyal and unquestioning.
Gunji, please leave us alone for a while.
Please let me know if you need anything.
The two women face each other, studying tearfully, studying how the years have changed them.
After years of separation, destiny reunites us at Ichinotani. We are both where we should not be. Myself in disobedience to my husband, and you behind enemy lines. And yet, we are here.
It has been years since the spring evening I helped you and your husband escape the palace. There was a time that we spent every day together. And now we've raised our sons as enemies.
And yet, I am at your service as I have always been.
And your son, Sagami, how does he fare?
My son, Kojiro, who was in my womb when I left you, engaged in his first battle.
As did my son, Matsumori. That is why I'm here.
My lady, you are distraught.
Oh, Sagami, it is because I have heard that my son has been slain.
Matsumori slain?
I came as soon as I received word. I come in revenge. I will kill the man who has slain my son. I will kill him as soon as I face him.
My lady, please, let me help you. My husband is Kumagai Jiro Naozane. He is commander here. Please, let us wait his return and confirm the news.
Your husband is the commander?
Yes, my lady, and still of service to you.
Your husband, Hettige, the man you escaped the palace with, has changed his name and is now known as Kumagai Jiro Naozane?
Yes, my lady. Why?
I come here for Kumagai. It is he who has slain my son.
No, that is impossible. My husband would never raise his hand against yours. There's a mistake. We are still in your debt.
This is why I have come. To take Kumagai's life.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The Taira brought word to me from the battlefield.
Why would my husband do such a thing? Why would he betray your trust?
You are still in my debt, Sagami. Even if your husband has betrayed his honor, you must help me.
Shouts are heard outside the gate.
Bring him here! No, please, no!
We do not know who that is. Please, conceal yourself.
Sagami, repay your debt. Prove your loyalty.
I am forever loyal.
If it was Kumagai.
If it was Kumagai.
You must kill him. You must take his life yourself. Vow!
I vow. I will take his life myself.
Announcing the arrival of Lord Hirayama!
Where's Lord Kumagai?
He's at the temple, sir.
Throw him down. This worm hides information. I saw him on the hill, building a monument for the fallen Taira warrior Atsumori. The important question is, who commissioned him? All the Taira have been driven west to the sea, so clearly this old man. What is your name?
I'm a Midaroku, sire. Midaroku. I'm just a poor stone cutter with a bad memory.
I am a simple stone cutter, the old man says.
Clearly a stone cutter and not a samurai.
And clearly with a bad memory.
Clearly this Midaroko was commissioned by a two-faced traitor from our side. He was commissioned by a Minamoto! Tell me, which Minamoto traitor told you to make a monument for Atsumori?
The stonecutter's words are as slippery as his memory.
Please don't hit me, sir. Wait, it's coming back. Yes, it was the ghost of Atsumori who commissioned the monument. I saw him. I swear, he appeared in a blaze of light. In a blaze of light.
No more lies will be the last thing you utter. Who is he?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's coming back. He said, I am the ghost of Atsumori. Ooh.
This is your last time.
Please, sir, allow me to utter one last thing. That is, how do I bill a ghost for my services?
Lord Hirayama, with your permission, let my men drag the truth out of him. He is imbalanced, but the information could be precious.
Take him to the dungeon. Spare him nothing.
Wait, where are you taking me? Please, no more pain! No more pain!
Lord Hirayama retires and Midoroku the stonecutter is dragged away into the darkness of a dungeon.
The sun declines in the west as Sagami waits for her husband's return. Meanwhile, Lord Kumagai returns to the camp from the Buddhist temple.
Announcing the arrival of Lord Kumagai! Gunji senses his master's heavy heart and anticipates his displeasure upon seeing his wife. Kind Gunji tries to distract Kumagai.
Master, Lord Hirayama arrived here a while ago looking for you. He has captured a stonecutter named Midoroku, who has erected on the hill a monument to slain Atsumori. Lord Hirayama suspects treachery within our ranks.
I will deal with this later. See that Lord Hirayama is served sake. Well, what are you waiting for? You may leave now! Sir!
Sagami faces her husband alone.
Do not speak. You have ruined enough to spoil the silence. You know that women are not allowed at the battle camp.
My husband, please allow me to speak if only to beg your forgiveness. It was the mother's heart that drew me here.
And it is a son's honor that you insult.
But my husband, you do not understand.
It is you who does not understand. When a samurai goes into battle, he leaves his life behind. He who clings to affection is weak. Is Kojiro...
Kumagai stumbles on his son's name.
Is Kojiro so weak that he needs his mother to follow him into battle? What will my men say?
Sagami has no defense.
My husband, you have every right to be angry. But I could not help myself. I wanted to know how Kojiro fared in his first battle. So I thought, if I walked 1 mile, I would hear word of him. And then 1 mile became 3, and then 7, and then 100 until I reached here.
A mother who clings to affection is likewise a coward!
Sagami answers bravely.
As wife and mother of samurai, I would be prepared to let him go, as long as it were at the hands of a worthy opponent.
Kojiro has already proved himself as a great warrior. He led our troops into the Taira battle camp. And although he was wounded, he has brought eternal glory to our family.
Wounded? Was it fatal?
And if it were fatal? If it were fatal, what then?
If it were fatal, I would accept his fate with pride. Were you with Kojiro?
Indeed, I was with him. I took him, protesting, back to the battle camp. And after that, I rode to Suma Bay and took the head of young Lord Atsumori.
You murderer!
Kumagai recognizes the woman who gave him his life.
Lady Fuji, please forgive me. I did not know it was you.
I have been waiting for you, Satake Jiro. I saved your life once. I gave you your life. And so it is mine to take back if I wish it. You've killed my son. And for that, you are doubly indebted to me. But I will not sully my hands with your blood. Sagami, you made me a vow. Fulfill it. Fulfill it!
My lady, there is a mistake.
You've heard it from his lips. How can you call your husband a liar?
Please, my lady, have mercy.
I do not need my wife to barter from me. It is true, I have slayed your son. But let me retell the tale of his death. And after that, you may strike me down.
No! Tell me how you killed my son.
After I took Kotsuro to our camp, I returned to Suma Bay, where Tara warriors awaited their battleships on the shore. One stood out. He was clad in red armor and rode a great white steed. I called to him.
Come back and fight! I shouted.
All of the warriors ignored me and continued on their way, but this one, he turned his horse around and galloped towards me.
He remained behind.
We struck at each other in the water, and then wrestled on shore where I pinned him down. Under his helmet was a young boy who dreamt of many battles to come. I asked him,
"What is your name?"
And then he said,
Do not ask me that. Samurai give their names in the thick of battle, but not as they lie in defeat.
even at the point of death, he had something to teach me. Then I urged him,
"Give me your name that I may pray for you in the afterworld."
And then he said, "I am Lord
Atsumori! And still, you killed him.
I said, you are young. I have a son about your age. Leave quickly, flee."
You urged him to go.
But he did not. He said,
"Take my head quickly, Kumagai!"
My child.
Several times I tried, but I could not. And then he said,
"You will honor me by killing me. My single request, Kumagai, is that you help my mother in her time of need."
So with nothing else to do, I struck him down. He has earned more glory than 1,000 mounted warriors. We should honor his achievement. Wife.
Lady Sagami returns Lady Fuji's dagger and obeys her husband's command and retrieves her husband's dagger.
It is not fitting for a lady of the court to be here. Please escort Lady Fuji to wherever she wishes. I must prepare for General Yoshitsune's inspection of Atsumori's head. Kunji! is time. I must leave for Lord Yoshitsune.
Please wait, my husband. Allow this mother final leave of her son. Give her one last glimpse.
Kumagai, you have a child too. Understand what is in a mother's heart. Even wild beasts grieve for their children. Have pity.
No one is to see the head before its verification.
But my husband, you do not understand.
Perhaps it is you who does not understand.
Suddenly a voice comes from behind the door.
Kumagai, do not depart with the head, for I, Yoshitsune, shall verify it.
And the doors open to reveal
General Yoshitsune himself.
Kumagai, to leave in the midst of battle cast doubt upon your intention. I heard your conversation as I concealed myself in the inner room. I command you this instant, produce Atsumori's head!
My lord.
He steps quickly to retrieve the notice board. He stares at command. Endorse.
My lord Yoshitsune may note his will by means of a poem fastened to the sakura tree by Priest Benkei. Cut off a branch, cut off a finger. I could only interpret your will. My lord, please proceed with the verification.
My lord, with your permission.
No one is to see the head before its verification! My lord, I struck off his head to fulfill the flower of your command. Did Kumagai interpret correctly, or did he misunderstand? Pronounce judgment! Rise
General Yoshitsune initiates the inspection.
You have read Yoshitsune's heart to spare the flower. The head is well taken. Let all those who are present pay final honor to this head, which unmistakably is Atsumori.
My lord.
And now he takes the box to his wife.
Wife, show Atsumori to Lady Fuji.
Yes.
Tagami has recognized the face of her own son. And now the Lady Tagami fulfills her duty.
Dear Lady Fuji, look upon Atsumori's head and pay homage to it. 16 years since we both carried children. 16 years since I fled with Kumagai. 16 years since our separation. It is an honor for a maid-in-waiting to be of service to her lady once more. Tell me, Kumagai, were his last moments brave?
Kumagai's shattered heart did not permit him to speak.
And so Fuji does.
I now understand the sacrifice that has been made. With what words can I thank you? And may I now yield to General Yoshitsune, the head of a warrior.
Suddenly from afar, the conch shell sounds its battle cry.
Kumagai, the conch shell sounds assembly. Prepare yourself for battle.
My lord.
Kumagai obeys, followed by the two women whose destinies have been more deeply intertwined.
But it is not the end of the tale. There is one more debt to be paid.
Aha! I heard everything. You are traitor. Ah! Traitor! Wait till I tell the Shogun that Kumaga and Lord Sitsune have saved the real Atsumori. Just wait!
Suddenly a chisel pierces his back.
Oh! No!
But who has done this?
I hit him. Oh, very good, very good. Well, sir, I have removed this inconvenience. Please allow me to take my leave. Goodbye.
Wait! Old man!
Yes, sir.
Identify yourself.
I am the stonecutter, sir, Medaroku, from a nearby village called... I'm sorry, sir, I've forgotten its name. Please forgive my bad memory.
Well, then if you so wish, you may go, dear Munekio. But please, wait. Allow me to thank you, Spit, first.
Munekio! Hey, Munekio! Our commander is calling you! There is no one called Munekio anywhere around, my lord.
Yes, it is you, Munekio. I was still an infant when you saved my mother, my brother, and myself, when you had every right to take our lives. I still clearly recognize that scar between your eyebrows. It is good to see you again, grandfather.
Witness that! Underneath his shabby peasant clothes, Midoroku is in truth Yahebio Munekio, a samurai!
You, Yoshitsune, the greatest mistake of my life was sparing you, General of the Minamoto. Because of you, my commander advised me to go into hiding and renounce the warrior life. I obeyed and dedicated myself to the building of monuments. Each monument I erected, each one sprung forth from the bitter tears of its unknown benefactor, Yahebio Munekio! but for the two children whose lives I spared to become the leaders who would totally annihilate my own people.
Disgrace too cruel to bear!
I am the traitor among the Taira. I have betrayed their trust. Oh, how the spirits of fallen Taira will vent their hatred on me. Oh, Munekio! Wretched man! Wretched, wretched man!
But with this infinite wisdom, General Yoshitsune speaks.
Kumagai, bring him the box from the inner room. Hidaroku, deliver this box of armor to the Taira.
Armor? What kind of strange request is this? Do the Taira not have enough armor of their own? I think I shall take a look at what special gift a Minamoto may wish to send the Taira. Stand back! There's nothing inside, my lady, nothing special.
But Lady Fuji knows it is her son.
Give thanks to Lord Kumagai. And thanks to your lordship. Munekiyo shall carry out your order.
His burden is heavy, but Munekio must repay his debt to the Taira. He tries once, twice, thrice, and finally lifts his precious load.
For what indeed is inside it?
Yoshitsune, what if Matsumori were to once more gather the remnants of the Taira and return to fight the Minamoto?
It would be just retribution. It would be heaven's will.
This is how balance was regained.
This is how Matsumori returned safely to the folds of his own clan. And this is how General Yoshitsune repaid his debt to the unknown warrior.
And once more, General Yoshitsune, with his infinite wisdom, speaks.
Cut off a branch. Cut off a finger. Much has happened here today. Lady Sagami. There is still a question in your heart. Ask it.
My thanks to your lordship. Though I am resigned to the fact that my child's death was an act of loyalty, please allow me to ask my husband. How could Kojiro and Atsumori, opponents in battle, be exchanged?
It is obvious, wife. It was Atsumori who I carried out of the Taira battle camp, and it was Kojiro who fled. It was Kojiro who I fought on the shore, and it was obviously Kojiro's head that I took!
Obviously? Is that all that can be said? You are inhuman, Kumagai. He is not your child alone. How could you answer me so heartlessly?
Kumagai cannot answer.
But General Yoshitsune replied.
From time immemorial, the samurai has fought for honor in battle, in order to pass glory to his heir. But when one's child dies, the will to battle dies as well. It is a difficult thing to explain, Lady Sagami. Kumagai, there is still a question in your heart. Ask it.
My lord has read my heart with compassion. I humbly ask him permission to renounce the life I have led.
Burdened by a lifetime of war, Kumagai asks for salvation.
There's only one desire I have left. That is to separate myself from the bloody carnage of war and pray for both the tortured souls of the Taira and the Minamoto. My lord, I ask to join the priesthood.
All eyes turn towards General Yoshitsune. Slowly, he nods.
Gratefully, Kumagai loosens his sash and slips off his armor. He is now clothed in the habit of a monk. He bows to Yoshitsune and prepares to depart. One concession to the mother of his son.
Wife. Although we pity the Sakura branch, pity more the traveler who never rests. The samurai who is forsaken.
Who will ever understand the way of the world? For 16 years we have raised a son. And yet it is taken away in a single act of war.
16 years has passed like a day. It was but a dream.
Sagami speaks.
It will be as you wish, husband. 16 years that we have spent together will be just a dream.
For in her own right, the Lady Sagami is herself a warrior.
And now, Kumagai turns his back on his wife, his son, and his warrior existence.
Kumagai!
He walks down the path.
Like us all, he is a mere flower on the branch. The sakura in the morning sun.
A flower that vanishes the first gust of wind. Namu Aminabutsu. Namu Aminabutsu. Merciful Buddha!